Hey everyone, today I'm using breadth first search or BFS for pathfinding. BFS is a simple and reliable algorithm that finds the shortest path in a grid while avoiding obstacles. It works by starting at the initial position, expanding outward evenly, and checking all possible moves layer by layer until it reaches the target. I've added the visual grid to track how BFS spreads across the board, making it easy to see how the algorithm explores different paths. When it finds the target, it traces back the shortest route and highlights it. Alright, let's see how it works in here. We have vol object, spot object, text object, which is a container of the spot and shows index of spot. In debug, we show it, and by hitting R resets everything. We have a board of 8 by 8 that create by this function. So when we call it in here, we create the whole board, and using these two variables we make sure that the board goes to the center. And we have this create walls function that helps us to create random walls for each spot, and walls can be at top, right, bottom or left using this random value. And this function, this values, as you can see, the initial spot, cosinus of the angle, and multiply by the distance. We create the wall, set angle and size and everything. So here we create random walls, and the main job happens in here. So when we click on two spots, the first one which is start ID and the second one which is end ID, then we start checking the path. So by calling this path check at the start, when two spots found or clicked, we actually go and check every adjacent wall and a spot of current spot. So for example, the current spot is the first one, okay, and we check every adjacent wall at right, bottom, left and top using this for loop. And if it has a wall at that position, then we ignore it. But if it doesn't have, we go continue and pick the adjacent spot, and if that spot is the end ID, is the target, then boom, we found it. We call this backtrack to show the whole spots, okay? But if it's not, we continue and add to the index of the newest spot and set the previous variable of the newest spot, and then push the ID of the newest spot in the array path. And continuing here using while, we actually check evenly process every ID that we added in the array path to call this function for it. Okay, so this while makes sure that the process is evenly for all the neighbors. All right, and we call this, we delete this from array path, and we call this again and again, and the process goes on, and the path spreads. And then when we found it, we call this for the end spot, and this one actually highlights it and gets the previous spot, because we are backtracking. The previous spot is selected, and then we call this again. So the process looks like the demo I showed you at the first, but I added this half a second wait to show you how it works. When I disable it, you can see that it actually happens instantly. Alright, so when I click in here and click in here, instantly shows the shortest path. Alright, so thanks for watching. That's all. Have a good one.